gonna be down here because, you know, when you give CPR, especially with a dog, you're not gonna be standing up. So, with a dog, you know, dogs can easily choke on things. They can, you know, on a play toy, they can get food stuck in the airways, stuff like that. So, especially nowadays, people are really fond of their pets and animals. So CPR is important. So we're gonna go through how to give CPR to a dog. There's two different ways. One is the mouth to nose technique, which you physically breathe through the nose of the dog to put air back into the lungs. The other way is called endo, what's that called right there? No, it's not thoracic.
Trachea.
Huh?
Trachea.
Yeah, endotracheal ventilation, where you're actually put this tube down the throat, and then we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, with this dog, we don't do mouth to mouth on dogs. The reason why, if you guys can see the mouth, there's plenty of space, so you guys can't, you're not able to, the air will be able to escape. So that's why we go through the nose. So when you have the dog, make sure the dog's laying on its side, and then you'll want to straighten out the airway because you want a clear path to the lungs, to the airway. So when you have that, you want to take the dog and you want to close its muzzle. So that way no air escapes through the muzzle. Then you'll physically get down, and you want to do gentle breaths through the nose if it's a small dog, because if you do big, deep breaths and hard breaths, it could damage the lungs of a small dog. Now, if you have a bigger dog, you do want to do more deeper breaths. So as you have the mouth closed, you'll breathe in the nose gently. I don't know if you guys can watch right here. It should inflate right here.
That is cool.
So you'll do that, one breath, and then you'll go to compressions. And you want to do compressions right here, behind where the elbow would sit if the dog brought his leg up. You're gonna do 5 compressions for every 1 breath. So you do 5 compressions, then you go back to breathing mouth to nose. You keep doing this through until you get to the vet's office or the dog regains its breath. You can also do it, if you have 2 people there, you're more than willing to do 2. One person do compressions, the other person do mouth to nose. So does anyone want to try that? I have extra nose pieces. I'll do compressions if somebody wants to do mouth to nose. Daniel, you gonna do mouth to nose?
Sorry, I was talking about.
Oh, you are? You gonna do mouth to nose technique?
Let's do it.
Because I know you got Gunny, and
yeah, this is very informative.
If Gunny, had a problem, so what you'll do?
Replace his nose.
Replace his nose so you don't get germs. And if you want to get down, and I'll do the compressions.
Okay.
And then you'll breathe in, and we'll watch the lungs here. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5. You see the nice gentle breaths, so that way you don't damage the lungs. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think we're having much luck with this dog today. But if this dog was in the veterinary's clinic, they might do this technique. If not, they'll use this tracheal tube, and what you'll do is you'll lubricate this with a lubricating jelly, which we have in here. I'm not going to use it because there's only one in the package, so I don't want to, steal their equipment. So you would insert the tracheal tube through the throat, make sure that it is clear of any obstacles. As you insert it, you want to get it down into the lungs, and whenever you get into the lungs, you take a 6 milliliter.
Milliliter.
And you stick it right here, and then you'll inflate what is called the cuff. The cuff is at the end of the tube, and it'll inflate so that way the air that goes into the lungs won't come back out. So this way, you're making sure that the air is in the lungs. That is most used in a veterinary clinic, because most often dog owners won't have this at home. But that is your way how to give CPR to a dog. Is there any questions? Who's got?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Where can you get those tubes?
I'd say a veterinary office. If not, veterinary supplies, something like that.
Okay.
I don't know how available it is to actual owners.
Yeah.
Who's done CPR, like CPR training for humans? how does that relate to a dog? Is it pretty similar? That's what I figured out.
If it's not on the side, it's
Yeah,
on the,
it's actually on the chest. Yep.
their rib cage is there.
So, what's that?
Their rib cage is there. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
inflate them at all.
So, does anyone else want to try? Anybody? No? So, that's how you give CPR to a dog.
No,